everybody. Welcome back. Good to see you this afternoon. And we've got a special guest today. First of all, Hans is not here. Hans Heiser is a buddy, wrote a book. So there's a book signing. So Hans didn't write the book, but he's going to the book signing. That's from 4 to 7. We usually do this
So he's
about
going to
4
get the
o'clock.
credit for it.
He's going to get credit. Yeah, he's going to get something. He's
Double
gonna-
thumbs up on that.
Yeah, probably, right inside in the acknowledgments. And then AJ's Jeep wouldn't start up today, so
How personal are we going
he,
to get?
he couldn't. So I've asked a special guest. In fact,
Third
this is
choice.
Carlos McNamara. He's just been hired here in Atlanta to be a sports talk host, and just here from where are you from, Carlos?
Well, originally from Macon, and then I moved what we had, and then I moved out to Washington D.C. Years ago,
Right,
where
right.
I discovered that
Right.
that is I just feel like that's home. We've
Yeah.
been the change in that, of course. I don't mind change. I don't want to
No,
be there
sure.
when it happens.
Yeah.
But I mean, what we have that I guess really has most, which led me to where ever I am today, and I just got in. So
Right.
it's good to be wherever it is.
Well, you're going to hear Carlos on the air every day here in Atlanta, morning drive. I'm sure he'll do a great job. We're just so happy to be able to secure him beforehand, to be able to get him in here and pick his brain.
Well, good hunting.
Yeah, what do you think, Carlos, about the Atlanta sports community?
It's overwhelming to me to see I speak for that for everybody else, but I've been here long enough to know better, and I think that one of the things that the changes that we see, and again, where change comes into mind, but the sports complex is the problem. What we have in that nation,
Right.
all of it. And so many times, I think it gets brushed up under the carpet. I really do, and I don't know how to get it out. I mean, I don't know where it is. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But I think there's a general degree of yes, it might be something that could be. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I know
That's
is where
interesting.
where I'm headed.
No, that's very interesting. Because I've been on the air here since 1973, and I had many of the same observations that you had early on, and quite frankly, the market.
I don't know. That's supposed to make me feel good. But I mean,
the market changed quite a bit, and now it's kind of right back to where it was and where I started in 1973. It's exactly the same. So I put in all those years, didn't change a gosh darn thing, Carlos, and hopefully you'll be more successful than I've been.
well, I mean, I got to say this. What I've been praying. Well, I'd say I pray for
Pray,
this because
yeah.
I would go, Lord, a million to one, and I guess really. And when I do that, and I said that,
I say,
meant it.
I prayed the same thing. I pray exactly the same
I think
thing.
this is a dual existence. I really do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I am, and boom, there I
Boom.
go.
Yeah. Oh, that's unbelievable.
But it is good. It's good to be anywhere nowadays. I've checked out what we have, then I guess really isn't what we've seen. And I say that with a great deal of reverence and the clarity that we've seen. And,
Any trepidation?
well, yeah, I mean, and the Cousins once removed, I think, it reminded me of that, was one that said that we had. And but I think that's probably for the middle of the time.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, you're here right in time for the Braves. I'm sure you were shocked in transit to understand that the Braves are leaving Fulton County, moving to Cobb County. It's the Cobb's recreation and convention situation up there. It hasn't been a referendum given to the taxpayers, but these people are on the arm for this amount of money. It's yet to be determined how it is going to be raised. And maybe it is just a Trojan horse, just to force Marta to come out there. I don't know, but I know that you've seen this before in Washington, and so
let me just say this: it's not new. It's old to those who have been around with the band, and they may be out there, I guess, too. And that part we won't go any further on that.
Right.
But as far as the Remington is concerned, and that's where I think a lot of
Yeah.
people go, "Good Lord!" That one is the one that seems to be trashing the weather.
Yeah.
Without, and I guess really that, because I've been helping some of the people with the health care bill, and with that trying to reanimate what we have, and I guess really adds that to a notion, because that's what I'm trying to add to it. And it's going to take several days, weeks, months, whatever. I mean, it may. I don't know. I really don't know. know.
No, we don't know. I mean, you know what? If anyone's going to figure it out, it'd be you.
Yeah,
You had a very glamorous and long athletic career. You tell us anything about it?
Yeah.
Was it with the Redskins?
It was with Subskins. I mean, that was the one.
right.
I mean, red. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not what I used to be.
No.
But I am. Once I am.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I wanted to say concerning that, I guess really is that when I got involved with the team, and as we know, I do. I mean, I think you do too. There's no I in team.
No.
There's no R, J. I mean, there's a lot of
things that are not there.
Yeah. There's just about 5. So that is where I say people need to get on and wrap it up. Now, when I heard that the Braves were leaving, I thought they were talking about the, Buckhead Braves. I mean, there's a great team
Right. Sure,
my
great youth
God, I did not
squad.
know they were talking about the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah.
I mean, did we say something wrong?
No, well, obviously somebody got their nose at a joint.
I mean, it's and this is serious. It's amazing to me that people are the last ones. All of us who are supporting the sports or whatever, we're the last ones to know what they've done and that's just backwards. That's not the way it used to be. Bo, you know that.
It's almost as if somebody said, "Well, we'll show you, and
yeah.
we'll show you Atlanta with the deal for the Falcons,
It's
and now we're going to take our ball and run."
It's a retaliatory kind of response. But who's it coming from? For God's sake? I mean, that's huge. And everybody, I know people who don't even watch sports. It's just not. They're good people,
Right.
but sports is not part of their world.
Right.
They were affected by this.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're
Yeah.
going, what the hell happened? Excuse me, but what happened? What happened?
No,
And why are we the last ones to find out when we stretch it something buy, season tickets and promote them? And
I think the impact of this, Carlos, has not even set in yet. I mean, this was such a shock just a few days ago.
This is a
that
ripple.
I think
It'll turn
people are
into
still
something.
trying to digest it. It happened so quickly. No one's even got any ideas or formulations. And like you said, what did we do wrong?
Well, I mean, to show you the effect of me, I mean, for just a while ago, I mean, it got me to talking straight, and I haven't done that in years. I just want to say that, so I'll go back to being Carlos, because Carlos, and feel free to call me Bob, by the way. I just wanted to get that to you. But
Call you Bob?
yeah, because I mean, I found that either way.
Yeah.
But one time that they had,
You answer to Harry, Charlie?
well, it depends who's calling.
Uh-huh,
It really does, because I've said yes so many times when I should have said maybe, and then walked away. But I'm so glad to be here because this is where I am right now.
Got the Yellow Jackets at Clemson tonight. Jackets got any chance?
I think, right now is their best one. There's the best one right now, and I think.
You mean this afternoon? In leaving the hotel in transit to the stadium.
Absolutely. I mean, if the worst thing could happen, the best thing that could happen would be. It depends on how you look at it. Would be if they were late.
Yeah,
But time.
There'd be delayed
Well, I
kickoff.
mean, because everything's got to be said.
Boom, boom,
and,
boom.
And somebody asked me the other day. They said, "What is time?" It's a kind of a philosophical question, I guess. But I've just blurted it out because this is what I said. Time is that thing that keeps everything from occurring all at once. I mean, that's what it is.
Right.
That really is what it is.
So in other words, you would say
I mean,
ostensibly 5 minutes later.
Right.
That would mean it would come after the fact, as opposed to everything being lumped in right there instantaneously. You're talking 5 minutes later.
Oh, it's so good to see I'm not alone. Yes, absolutely. Oh, Lord, I didn't realize Atlanta had room, but they do. This is a great place for benching. We'll tell people after, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, that's a marvelous thought.
I mean, I go back to the 60s and 70s, and I realize how old we really are. But I mean, I do look at that and go,
Really?
yeah.
Well, that's
did that on my
succinct.
own.
That's succinct and very dramatic. Got the Falcons in Tampa Bay this week.
Thank God. I mean, I'm hoping they're having a good time, and because I know the pressure's on. It is seeming so. I mean, I think our hopes. This is it. Our hopes were so high, weren't they?
Yeah.
Why were they so high? Why were they so high, and why are we not doing well?
Well, we were 13-3 a year ago, Carlos. You should know this because
That's
you're going
right,
to be on
that's
the
right.
air here. You're going to be
That's right.
working in sports. 13-3.
And that was not. And we were the 3, right?
Well, no, the 3 losses. with 13 wins and we had 3 losses.
Oh, I thought the game was 13-3. I really did.
No.
I was trying to think. I don't remember that score.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think we ever scored.
13-3.
I don't think we ever scored that much.
You know you're going to do very well in Atlanta Sports Talk Radio
Well,
because you fit right in. You're succinct. You have a lot to say, and you're obviously right on top of you just don't read from the back of baseball cards. You actually have some substance. You come with reasons and a rationale.
Well, I appreciate that. I was raised
a Mormon.
Huh?
Were you a Mormon?
No, in the evening I did that.
Are you a Jewish lad?
No, but I know people who are. They're wonderful. I mean, I think everybody's wonderful. I didn't know what a Jewish person was until I was literally 16 years of age. Because I grew up in a mill village, and they called us Lindheads.
Yeah.
I mean, they really didn't call me cotton down there. But I do know this, Ludlow. I mean, listen, Bo, I hope you appreciate that.
Yeah.
I said Ludlow. Now, that won't mean anything to some people. But our dear friend Ludlow Porch, wasn't he wonderful?
Oh, he's a wonderful man.
Ludlow Porch was as real as dirt, and he was phenomenal. I did, this is off the subject, but he was phenomenal with trivia. Remember, he would be on the radio, and it was on WSB, I believe, back then.
Sure.
And millions, if not hundreds of thousands of people listening, and he would have a trivia contest, and they would call it, and Ludlow had nothing in front of him except his memory, and he won, 98% of the time. It was amazing. That guy he had a photographic memory. I've got one friend that was like that, and it's just a phenomenal thing. But back to the sports thing, do you think Atlanta's going to win this one? I mean, Tampa Bay is hot.
Yeah, they are.
They are real hot.
They are.
I mean, I love the Falcons, but my Lord, that's...
no, you can see Tampa Bay getting turned on a week ago, a couple of weeks now, and maybe...
and it's important that they take out the Falcons. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah, sure.
That's blood in the water.
A divisional game, and this would be a feather in their cap.
Absolutely.
We're still the Falcons, and we're still the guy that everybody was shooting for a couple of months ago.
Absolutely. And this is the win that Tampa Bay is looking for to clear a lot of their past,
How about Georgia and Auburn? You got any thoughts, Carlos?
I am lost on that one. I mean, that would be. Let me just say this about both teams, and I mean that.
Yeah.
Well, we outlasted, and I got sports involved there.
You know what? I couldn't have said that any better myself.
Well,
That's perfect. I mean, you've summed it up in one sentence.
I have proved, I hope, that there's so many words, and they all mean different things. So I like that. You want me at that. You can take that to the bank.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Hey.
Boom. Boom. I'll take the points any day. Thank you. Thank you, Carlos.
My man.
I'll tell you what. Hey, how about Josh Smith with the Hawks? And then we don't re-sign him. He goes to Detroit. It's just taken them this long, and all of a sudden they're yanking him and benching him, and he was averaging about 3 threes a game, which were 3 too many with us. Now he's lofting 6 of them. Guy can't shoot. They finally have had enough, and they pull him out of a game, sit him down. We couldn't do that here in 9 years. We could not pull this kid out, and he never learned the game.
There's that time thing again.
5 minutes later, if he had arrived 5 minutes later, he might have caught a coach.
Our coach. But the thing that I wanted to say about that is this. He has been, and I'm sorry, what was his name again? I've been riding.
Josh Smith.
Yeah, that is Josh Smith. Good name.
Yeah, solid.
Oh, I know a lot of them. But it seems like the Josh had slipped to that, what we have tonight, yes, really has that to what we're sitting at. Now, that right there is something they call revving.
Yeah.
If people are calling traffic, they know exactly what it means.
Perfect. That's perfect. That's a perfect description.
And
that's exactly what he is. Wow.
I mean, I probably, there you go. I don't want to be redundant, but I think that is somewhat cause of that, and the motivation comes from something like this.
Yeah,
Edward. Yeah, Edward. I'm just
Yeah.
sitting there thinking, wow, the future.
Edward, our engineer. Yeah.
I mean, he's employed, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see the ear thing.
Yeah,
You're listening to us now. I thought you were listening to some rap.
No.
He's with y'all.
Yeah, he's our engineer.
Edward, let me ask
you got to get used to this, Carlos, because on the air, you're going to have an engineer, you're going to have a producer, you're going, these are all things that you're going to have, in your new with your new radio station.
That's exactly right. I'm hoping for that. And there's a, I don't know if we're on there. Is there a toilet?
No.
There's a toilet.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. That was the other thing that I requested when I asked for a job. That was years ago, but they had 2, so.
Boom, one for everybody.
Well, we don't say boom. That's probably not a good choice of words. 'Cause I know what that player. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you'd been there.
No.
Sorry,
I wasn't in that lavatory.
Yeah,
No.
right. Well, there are a lot of people that were.
No.
Not at the same time.
No.
I mean, it was Macon. It wasn't South Georgia.
Carlos, I don't know what to say. I just, I'm
I think
thrilled.
I know.
I'm honored that you've been our guest, that this is the first appearance, and you're going to take over the helm here in Sports Talk Radio in Atlanta, morning drive. We've got thousands of people going to be tuned in listening to you, and
well, bless their heart.
And just soaking in your words
Bo,
of wisdom.
Let me say this. I want to say this.
Go
I really
ahead.
do. I mean, I just feel urged to say this. I don't want people to think that they have to call me, what, czar.
No,
But,
that's lofty. That's lofty.
That's lofty. But then again, if they feel like that's what they need to do,
Say
I'll
la
answer
vie.
to it. Yeah, I'll
Say
answer
la
to it.
vie.
I'll answer to it. I mean, I'm very much like a dog. But I do, and speaking of, the determination that we have in that, I guess, really will apply and cross that to proceed to that. And that's what I'm going to see if I can spread, because it's like, part of the expression, it's like manure. It's no good unless you just spread it all around.
Amen. Carlos, thank you. Good seeing you. Take care. See you next week, everybody.
Hopefully.